I'll speak to this one for Lauren. SMSF for an investment property, please. We're looking into this and seeing if it's a good idea or not. I think we've spoken about the cons of it, I suppose. The high interest rates, the fact that you can't live in it, you can't get equity out, you can't do any major renovations to it or use your own cash for it.
The negative gearing sucks.
The negative gearing's 15 capped. So the holding costs, if I was doing this, Lauren, if you're sitting here saying, yep, I realise all the cons, but I'm going to do it anyway, it's got to be a one-part contract, so it's an existing dwelling, or if it's going to be new, it's got to be, I don't know, an off-the-plan apartment or something like that. Don't know about that either, but it's got to be high yielding. It's got to be, I think, 6% minimum.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
what are we doing?
Your costs, you're just getting chewed up with, and your contributions are getting eaten up each year. And yeah, in 10 years' time, it might look all right, but what's happened in the last 10 years, and the performance of it has to be solid. We're not just doing it for the sake of, I just want to buy another property.
Yeah. My cousin, she messaged me the other day. He's like, oh, how much do you need to buy property in super? I'm like, stop. Why do you need to buy property in your super fund? It'll cost you more. You'll be less diversified.
Yeah.
It's just all this other crap. Also, do what you want.
Yeah. So
I don't care, but I'm not doing it in that situation.
I like to play those conversations out to see where they're coming from. You're not as tolerant.
No, because I think what it is, Johnny, is in Australia, property and wealth are so closely linked.
Yeah.
So if I own a property, I'll be wealthy. I will make more money. I think that's the thing. And if I can just use my super to buy a property, I've made it. I've got an investment property. I think it's that psychology.
I agree partly, but I also think people look at their superannuation and say, whether it's fees or performance, and like, I thought it could do better.
Yeah.
So I'm bugger it. Impulse, I'm taking it out, or not even impulse, but I'm going to put it into property because that's what I trust. That's where I've grown most of my wealth because I bought this principal place 20 years ago and now look at its value.
But that just goes back to you don't understand what super is and how it actually works.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying part of their thinking.
I know that you're not saying that.
Part of their thinking is,
that's right.
Well, yeah.
It's an education thing.
So Adam, just quickly with him, that's a quick answer. Can you buy a house?
My name's John.
Can you buy a house with SMSF and when you retire, let's say 60, make it your principal place of residence? No.
Yes, you can.
You can.
Well, read part 2.
Once that is done, can you then get another job and not face any issues?
Yeah.
Get another job.
Yeah. So at age 60, if you cease employment or have a change of employment, you can withdraw 100% of your super. So what Adam is saying here, can you buy a house with your self-managed super fund?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. And when you retire, say 60, yes, what you would do in the background, move the super portion that's got the property in it to pension phase and withdraw it.
Okay.
Then you can live in it because it's outside of super. It's been withdrawn tax-free.
Yes, okay. I missed that bit.
Yes. Then you can be like, oh, the retirement lifestyle wasn't for me. I'm going to get another job. Yes, you can. There are some carve-outs with stamp duty that if you are doing that, you generally wouldn't have to pay, but check with someone who knows about self-managed super funds because I know my bare trust deed was stamped. So when it finishes and transfers, I don't pay stamp duty.
Sure, their governments have got their hands on that.
Well, but that's okay. So it's a change of ownership from the super pension to your new self. So you're withdrawing it. Look, I don't know that answer, Adam. I think if I was
surely it's not that simple.
Well, if I was a betting man, I would probably say there might be some stamp on that.
And he might say, well, okay, it's worth
$1 million. 30.
Yeah,
it was worth 30, 40 grand in stamp because I've just sold it tax free from pension phase.
Yeah.
So, yeah, take that one on notice. Actually,
there's a lot of thinking goes into that 20 years ago, doesn't it? It's like, oh, I might be living here when I turn 60. That's what I'm thinking about doing. So I'll just buy there just in case.
Hey, it's Glen here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button and maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money, Money, Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, and there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.